Welcome! Let's tally up that booty. You've collected 1,147 Buccanary coins. Well, well, well. You are becoming quite the adventurer. I think you're worthy of this next surprise. For high-flying adventurers only. Behold!
Hooray! I have a hat!
I can see that. Will you please bring it to the nice owl person?
But
No buts!
it's yours, sir!
I'll just toss out that ugly green hat then. Oh my, such a hoot style!
It's a little big, but it does make you look pretty awesome.
I miss it already!
That's great. Back to your shack now.
Okay, ma'am!
Gallant hat. For the most gallant. So stylish.
The lessons of history must be preserved, even when that history is a terrible one. With this token, you hold the key. Find me at the sanctuary, and you will see what once was, and what became of our fragile dreams.
Hey there, Otus. I'm glad to see you made it out of Advent. We barely made it. And our squad leader didn't make it out. If it hadn't been for my injury, we would have been in there when... I know I said I'd invite you to my home after the battle. I guess this is my home at the moment. I was invited to stay in Valley, but I think I'd rather try to build something up here.
Thanks for your help in Advent, youngling. It's a shame that we couldn't. We met our squad leader on the way back down. He didn't make it. I've never seen him like that. He completely lost it. I've known him for a long time, Otus. He was no coward. But even brave people sometimes lose it when things get terrible enough. In the end, you saved us before he did. But even as shocked as he was, he didn't give up until we had made it out. But desperation can look like cowardice, I'm sure. I wish you could have met him before.
Say, Otus, maybe we should get a little rest before we move on. Guys, I don't think I'll be able to get any sleep tonight. Advent is...
We know how you feel, Master Geddy. How about we talk about something else?
You're right, Alphonse. I need to put my mind at ease. And there are some things I'm really curious about. The relics?
I don't remember much about the relic's origin. I know that they are made by the ancient owls, and that they contain extraordinary power. As you've seen. I would guess that Dirk will be the one looking for the relic in the floating continent. Most of the other pirates are not independent enough for missions like these. They were not made to improvise. And the captain usually does not do the work he considers beneath him.
Good. If we see that guy again, I'll give him a piece of my mind.
As you say.
Anything else you want to talk about? The floating continent? I've never been there before. Do you know anything about it, Alphonse?
I was there long ago.
You mean months ago? Years ago?
I think it would have been 8, maybe 9 centuries ago.
Centuries? You're that old, Alphonse?
Older. The farther back I think, the less I remember. I remember hearing talk of a great machine built in the continent. A machine built by the owls, further back than I can recall. These days, the floating continent is half overgrown with plants and half submerged in lava. A terrifying, inhospitable place full of beasts and pitfalls. A good place for adventurers such as ourselves to prove our mettle.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? That cloaked weirdo we met.
Cloaked weirdo? Who is this you're talking about, Master Geddy?
There was a strange guy outside the Owl Temple when we got there. He was reciting some book.
Do you remember what he said?
Let's see. He said, the Owl Temple. First of the great temples. Here, the owls learned how to control the elements and challenge the natural order. By the end of the first Aeon, they had mastered water, fire, and wind, and their work here revealed to them the existence of the higher mysteries. So says the Book of Nocte.
Impressive recollection, Mr. Geddy.
Does it mean anything to you, Alphonse?
I've heard of this Nocte long ago. I think perhaps I've read the book he speaks of. But it's strange. It ends very abruptly. I seem to recall that there was more about these higher mysteries.
Anything else you want to talk about? Alphonse? Maybe you could tell us a bit about yourself.
I'll tell you about myself. What do you want to know?
I don't know. Anything?
Well, I've always wanted to be a dramatic actor. I wanted all the world's finest from a stage. Under Molstrom, I wasn't allowed to. But when we saved the world from the pirate threat, I would pursue that calling.
Huh. That's surprising. You were created as a servant for the owls, weren't you? Were you made for acting?
Combat was never my specialty. I much prefer acting and cooking. In fact, I was made to serve in whatever manner I thought best. Not all pirates were as fortunate as I. I'm just grateful that I found a more worthy master to serve, one who works for good.
Anything else you want to talk about? Go to sleep? Good idea. I'm bushed. Let's continue our journey tomorrow, shall we? We should get some rest.
Up, floating continent. Down, valley. Up, floating continent. Down, Tropos.
Help! Anyone! I'm totally stuck down here! Oh, happy day! Mister, are you gonna save me? I've been stuck down here for ages. I'm so hungry, I was just about to eat my own feet.
Hey there, fella.
Wow! Did you just get teleported?
Yeah. I did, actually. I guess I'm getting kind of used to it now.
Wow! I wish I could teleport. I'd never be stuck again. Whoosh! That's what it would sound like.
That's great.
I'd even be able to teleport away from Buccanary's punch! I'd be able to return to Buccanary's right away! Yup, that's where I want to be!
Okay, so should we help you out of here, or...
Yes, please!
Alright, Otus. You're the carrying expert around here. I'll leave this one to you.
Bye-bye, teleporting man! Peppa! Wow, mister, thank you so much! I can totally make it from here. I'll be hanging outside Buccanary's with my bros. Come visit soon, why don't ya?
Up, floating continent. Down, Tropos. Up, floating continent. Down, Tropos. This way. Path to floating continent. This way. Path to floating continent.
The Guardians, and the Machines. I, Aegolius of the Owls, made them all. With this token, you hold the key. Come to the sanctuary to see the glory of my accomplishment and learn of this mistake that I have wrought.
The floating continent. Greatest of the owl homes. The machines produced here were the finest the world has ever seen. For the first time, owl technology surpassed the capabilities of life itself. There seemed to be no end to the heights the owls could reach. So says the Book of Nocte. I wonder if I've chosen the right path.
Was that an acquaintance of yours?
Nope. He sure knows his owl history, though. And it seems that he's following us. If he's got anything to do with the attack on Advent, I'll make him pay! Next time, let's grab him.
Well, we can certainly try. But our most important task is to get to that lost relic before Molstrom does.